Hey, this is Danielle, and today we're going to make an easy card keeper using a laser engraver. Let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to try to make a card keeper. So I'm making wood front and back for a card book, and we're going to use this wood here that I got with my kit and just place it on the mat. So I exported this as a SVG file, so I had to resize it in inches once I got in here. So it is 8.5 wide by 7 inches tall. Okay, so I have my back page set up like this. I am not cutting the holes, and that is because I already have holes in all of mine, and I do not want to mess up where they are. So in the photos themselves, in the cards themselves. So I don't want to mess that up. I will do those separately using a drill. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, so I'm going to choose my material here. So here we are. Height raised, no. So we had to clean up the design a little. We got rid of some of the smaller pieces that were along the outside. The main problem is we are engraving the clovers instead of having them be different colors, which does impact what we want to do. We don't want them overlapping because they won't look like clovers in that case. So we deleted some, we moved them around a little bit, and then we selected all of the ones that we want to engrave.
So the way we did that was I hit Control A to select everything, and then over here you can click score, engrave, or cut. I wanted to do engrave, but you can see how it's all outlined right now. That's because this outer rectangle is also engraving. So what I'm going to do is, since I want most of everything but that one, I'll just set everything to engrave, and then I'll deselect everything and just select this outer rectangle, and for that one we'll just go to cut. So now this outer rectangle will cut and everything else will engrave.
Okay, so let us process. We got to close the lid of the machine. We click process. This is the back of our card keeper, by the way.
One thing I notice is that this framing button, it kind of gives you like an estimation of where it's going to go. So I was just playing with this. It's not really something necessary, but if we press that, it'll and press the button over here on the machine, you'll see on the machine the laser move, and it'll just kind of give you an outline of where the project will go. So like you can use this to make sure that your material is actually where you think it is from the studio software. So I can now say we're done, and we can hit start to process. It says it's going to take 40 minutes.
Okay,
so now we just
press
this.
Okay, so here's a quick video of what it looks like while it's working. Here. This is the actual speed, but then the rest of the clips are sped up, just so this video isn't 4 million hours long. This is the cutting process. Okay, so now that it's finished, we can pull this out. This came out beautifully, so I need to do the front as well. The front page uses the same procedure. We are clicking engrave. We had to select all of the letters and click engrave for that as well to get it to look the right way. Note that there's 2 small boxes on either side here of the little laurel or the swirl there. I had to delete those later and recut this because it cut the boxes as well. So not a big deal, but it did waste some materials. So here we go. We're just going to cut it. This was only 18 minutes. It was a lot quicker to do the front than the back. Yeah, and that is it. So here is our last item. And there we go. That's our front. Now, I could have put a year on this, but this actually goes for like all of my cards, so I didn't want that. My thing looks like this and this. So I will add the holes for the binder clips and then add my cards in the middle. So typically, if you were doing this project, you'd want to have it cut the holes as well. But because I am working with cards that already had holes in them, I wanted it to line up. So I actually held these over here and just drew the circles. And then I'm going to just drill the holes myself. So that'll be easy. Okay, so I'm backing this up to a piece of piece of wood, scrap wood, and I'm just going to drill straight down, and I've got both pieces lined up properly. I'm not going to show a video of me using the drill bit to do it. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my front and my back. Now, don't forget, when you do your back, if you're putting it up against this, you need the back to be reverse like this. Otherwise I mean, either way, I guess it doesn't really matter, but that was my preference for how it was done. Yeah, I think I could have got a cleaner cut if I'd done, the laser cutter, but it's fine. Okay, so I didn't like the look of my binder circle thingy-majiggers, so I decided to swap them out for some ribbon. It came out pretty good. I used a kid's sewing needle to get the ribbon through. And this is what it looks like. If you like this project, make sure to follow my channel and my blog, DIYDanielle.com. Sometimes I have more information on there on a project. So have a great day. Good luck on your project, and I hope to see you around. Take care.